We're live here in Washington, D.C. Welcome back to the Voters' Voice. This is crazy to be talking about what we're talking about today. A lot of people didn't think that this was going to happen. Trump winning and winning big. We've been looking at some of the numbers. It's kind of astonishing how he won. And, it's pretty interesting when you really deep dive into the numbers. And I mean, when you think about 2 assassination attempts, when you think about all of the 34 felonies that they brought against him, when you think about all these things, it's one of the greatest comebacks in history, right? I mean, even if you are on the other side. And I'm also thinking about the other side because, that's half of the country, right? Half of the country didn't really vote for Trump, and a lot of them are feeling some type of way. I was looking at some of, we look at both news sources, but I was listening to a little bit of what Van Jones was talking about and, how he was feeling about the election. And I think a lot of people have that same sentiment of, just feeling really, really down today. So, but at the same time, half of the country, they're feeling vindicated. They're feeling great, and it's really crazy to kind of see what's happening. What do you think about all this stuff?
Like you say, just to piggyback, I think it is the greatest political comeback in history to be just so down and out, 2 assassination attempts, all that. I think what's even a greater comeback about this story is that Trump not only won the Electoral College, but he did what probably a lot of people didn't think was possible, and he won the popular vote as well, by a significant margin, actually. Right now, the votes are still coming in, but right now it's looking like anywhere between 3 and 4 percentage points nationally he won the popular vote by. And that'll be the first time that Republican has won the popular vote in a long time, I think. I've got the results here. So far, they've called, the swing states of North Carolina, Georgia, Pennsylvania, and Wisconsin. And currently, as the vote stands, they haven't called Nevada, Missouri, or Michigan, or Arizona. But looking at these numbers right now, it's looking like Trump may very well win the rest of the swing states. And if he does, he will have won every single swing state.
That's crazy.
Which is,
I mean, because they were talking like he was only going to win a few of those, and so to see it, is it's astonishing. I mean, yeah.
In Michigan, they have about 98% of the vote in, and Trump is still leading that one by 1.6, and he's really leading by a lot, 4.8 and 4.7 percentage points in Nevada and Arizona. But Arizona still has only 60% of the vote in, so a lot more to go there, and Nevada has 84% of the vote in. So, but as of right now, it's looking like he's probably going to win every single swing state. So it's going to be an electoral college kind of landslide, and the fact that he won the popular vote.
He won the popular vote. I mean, a lot of people didn't think that he was going to win that either. I've actually put up a poll on our site and tried to see if people thought, but a lot of people did think on our poll, that Trump was going to win the popular vote. But this is the first time since 2004 that the popular vote went to them. So, GW was the last person to have that. So,
and interestingly, GW was also, I believe, the one who got 44% of the Latino vote in 2004, and Trump as well got about 44% of the Latino vote. And a lot of people think that's what pushed him over the edge in a lot of these states and in the popular vote was the Latino support, even more so than the black male support. So the Latino vote was a very big deal for this election.
Yeah, it was. He kind of hit all the measures. I mean, when you look at the Latino vote, when you look at like white women, a lot of people thought that women were going to be voting more so with Kamala, and to see that they kind of, took a stand. And that's kind of what we saw when we were coming, going around. For those who have been with us, like we've gone to all these different states, and we've kind of seen, no matter what color, they are, women were kind of going for Trump. But, it's been interesting. So
As after, if you watched our stream yesterday in Pennsylvania, we were there on election day, and I actually felt pretty confident of a Trump victory after our stream. We went for about 3 hours, and to get that many Trump supporters in a very blue, centralized city, you know, we still got more Kamala people, but to get that many Trump voters and that in a blue city like that, I think it kind of spelled that there was a lot of support and more momentum behind Trump than the media and the polls were kind of letting on.
Yeah, and we're gonna be going. We're gonna be walking around here, getting people's reactions in a second here. But yeah, I mean, there's a lot. A lot of people underestimated the Palestine war and what a big effect that had on a lot of things. Because even when we were in Detroit, a lot of people were talking about that. But also, we saw that in Pittsburgh yesterday. And I think that a lot of those votes that probably would have went democratically, ultimately, you know, went to Trump because they weren't voting, or they voted for like a third party, Jill Stein, or I forget the other guy's name that some of the people had mentioned. So I think, you know, ultimately, you have to factor that in to the results. And you know, the Trump people were going to come out for Trump regardless, you know? And so they just needed people not to vote for Kamala. And a lot of people didn't. And it had a lot to do with the Palestine war. It had a lot to do with just a number of different issues. So it's interesting.
Last point I'll make is that if you've been watching our streams and stuff, I always go back, whenever I would read off the polls, I would always go back to Atlas Intel. They were the most accurate pollster from 2020 presidential election. They were off by 0.2, which is basically, they were like right on the money with the Biden victory. But this time around, Atlas Intel, for the last 3 or 4 months, have had the same result each time, that Donald Trump was going to win by 3 points nationally, which meant that he was also going to win the popular vote. And they did not change their prediction poll after poll for the last 3 or 4 months. And it looks like they, once again, will have been the most accurate pollster out of all of the pollsters in this presidential election season as well. And I just think the fact that Trump won the popular vote is kind of a referendum on the current state of the Democratic Party and the policies that they're choosing to kind of represent their party. Because, you know, if he hadn't won the popular vote, you know, it could be, you know, less of that kind of issue. But I think him winning the popular vote by a pretty wide margin and the Electoral College is kind of a stance on how people feel where the Democratic Party is going right now, and that they just kind of disagree overall with the policies that are first and foremost the majority of Americans, that is. But there were still a lot of people that voted for the Democratic Party, so we still are a bit of a divided nation. But
Well, what was interesting was that a lot of people didn't register as Democrats.
Yeah.
A lot of more people are registering as independents. I think it was the lowest registry for Democrats in years. Like, it's been like probably, I don't know, almost 100 years or whatever, 80 years or something like that. I was looking at one thing saying that. But yeah, I mean, like, I think a lot of people are moving away from the Democratic Party. And I think, you know, it isn't the same Democratic Party as it was years ago. I mean, when you have people like Dick Cheney endorsing, I mean, to me, that's kind of weird, you know, as a person who's, you know, I've voted mainly democratically, you know, my whole life. So, and kind of been on that side my whole life. So I think it was just interesting to see. So, yeah.
yeah, you ready to
Yeah,
get started? We're going to start off by walking around Washington, D.C. and trying to get some reactions of what people are thinking about the results of the election. All right. Don't forget the bag, too. All right. Here we go. Thanks, everyone, for watching so far. We're going to go around and see what people think. Hey, guys, we're just getting your thoughts on the... All right, no worries. All right. Let's get these guys. They're chilling. Hey, guys, just getting your thoughts on the election results.
Sadness.
Sadness? Why you say that?
Because I feel sad.
Yeah. All right. Thank you. All right, here we go. And this is the White House. They have it all boarded up in preparation. And it also looks like they're building a lot of stuff. We were here about a month ago, and they didn't have any of this building stuff that they're being built right now. So I don't really know what's going on, but they definitely have it boarded up for the election. All right, let's see if we can find some people. Hey, Lays, just getting your thoughts on the election results.
We're not super happy about it, but no comment.
All right, thank you. Hey, man, just getting your thoughts on the election results.
No,
You don't know? You sad or happy?
no English.
No English? Okay. Hey, sir, just getting your thoughts on the election results.
Result?
Yeah.
Very good.
Very good?
Very good.
You wanted Trump to win?
What do you say?
You wanted Trump to win?
Yes, I'll vote for Trump.
Why did you vote for him?
I vote for him.
Yeah, why?
Why? Because he think far away. He think next generation when he gonna be America.
Okay.
Yeah.
He's
You
thinking,
understand?
he's thinking long-term plans
He
are
think
good.
Next generation,
Okay.
what he gonna be America?
Okay.
That's he think. But people don't think far away.
All right.
Kamala don't think far away, but he think far away.
Okay.
Look, you guys white, you don't make it a kid.
Uh-huh.
Here you say you don't make it a kid. But them they come here, they make it a kid.
Okay.
So he think next generation when he gotta be them.
Okay. All right.
He think far away. It's very smart.
All right.
That's he need to clean it, that's what you say.
Okay.
He need to clean all the illegal.
Clean the illegal?
Illegal people
Uh-huh.
live here,
The immigrants?
immigrants, illegal,
Illegal.
and make it a kid.
Okay.
But you guys, you don't make it a kid. Them they make it. So that kid will be citizen, no? American, no?
Yeah.
So next generation, what they gonna be? Them.
Right. You
That's
wanted
the
more
thing.
Americans. Next generation should be
No,
Americans.
Gonna be more American,
Yeah.
but come from where?
Elsewhere. Yeah. That's why you vote.
Spanish.
That's why you vote for Trump, because of the immigration issue.
No.
He's just thinking next generation.
Yes.
All right. Thank you
Yes.
so much.
You think next generation.
All right.
You need to think about. It's no thing. You eat today, no? You need to think tomorrow what you're gonna eat.
Yeah.
We after tomorrow.
Okay.
No think just today.
All right.
Think for far away. Just you think.
All right. Thank you so much. Appreciate it. Have a good one. I only understood about half of that, but let's see. Let's see who we got here. Hey guys, just getting your thoughts on the election results.
We're not from here.
Yeah. Where are you happy though?
Huh?
Are you happy though?
Yeah.
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 Did you like Trump?
I don't know. Yes.
Yeah.
Maybe could be.
Yeah.
If
You think-
if you do not do the wall, yeah.
You don't like the wall?
No, I don't like the wall.
What do you think about that since you're from Mexico?
The what?
What do you think about that, the wall, since you're from Mexico?
I don't know. It should not be the walls. Only we do the right things and that's it. Okay.
Okay.
But not a wall.
All right.
Thank you.
Thank you. Excuse me, just getting your thoughts on the election results.
No thanks.
No, thanks. All right. All right. Hey, we'll get this Chinese family up here, see if they have anything to say. Hey, sir, just getting your thoughts on the election results.
Sorry.
No, you're good?
No, from here.
Not from here. No worries. All right. All right. Let's walk down here to the street corner where there's a lot of people.
It's a little louder. That's the only-
Should we go to the park? Here we go to the park.
Go to the park?
A lot of people in the park. Let's go see. All right. Thanks everyone for tuning in. Like and subscribe if you're new here. We've been going all around the country asking people Trump or Kamala, but now it's all come to an end. Trump won, and we're just going around asking people their thoughts on the election results. We'll try these two ladies. Excuse me, ladies, just getting your thoughts on the election results.
Not happy.
Not happy?
No.
Why not?
Well, I didn't want Trump to win.
I think he's Hitler.
He's Hitler?
Yeah.
What do you think the next 4 years are going to be like with him in power?
Terrifying. I think that we're going to see a lot of change. I think there's going to be Bibles in every school, and I'm not anti-Bible, but I don't think it needs to be in.
You believe in separation of church and state?
Absolutely, yes,
Yeah.
absolutely.
Yeah.
Now, I was seeing on the news today that a lot of the states, when they voted for the president, they also voted on the abortion issue, and even a lot of the Republican states voted to have abortion access in their states. Did you see that, or what do you think of that?
We
Well,
agree on this, so
well,
go
we-
ahead.
I didn't see that information, but I agree that it's an individual's right to choose.
Yeah.
And it shouldn't be part of law. The government should not step into those issues.
How about you?
I completely agree. We talk endlessly about this.
So if a lot of the states did vote to keep abortion, is that a good thing? That makes you all happy? That
Part of it, yeah.
yeah.
But with Trump in power, I don't see that happening.
Yeah. Well, it looks like the states voted, so I don't know if he could really do anything to reverse it, but I know Florida kept their 6-week abortion ban. They were a little short of the measure to keep abortion in that state, the access to abortion.
I saw that too, yeah.
Yeah.
I
And
guess I won't ever live in Florida. I mean, I'm too old.
Well, we have kids. We have
We
daughters.
have daughters, so.
And that's our concern.
Yeah.
It's changed their whole outlook on it, and they're thinking about having to change their birth control method because they're worried about even being able to get a birth control. So that's a huge part.
Now, Trump also won by the popular vote by a pretty large margin. So what do you think that says about the current state of the world and the current state of the Democratic Party?
I guess I just don't understand.
I'm floored. I had no idea it'd go that way. I really didn't think it would go that way, and I think it's scary. It makes me wonder if there's voters fraud again. But I get it. Every state's different, and I'm Democrat, and I mean I'm somewhat Republican too. But I vote for the person, and therefore, like we were talking about yesterday, I respect the democratic process. So if that's the way it went,
Guess
everybody,
we have to live with it for
we
4
have to
years.
live with it.
Do y'all believe the results of the election?
Yeah.
Yes.
I
Yeah.
don't think there was fraud.
No, I just had to say that because that's what I always hear if they
Right.
wouldn't have gotten their way.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Any final words?
No.
Any words of encouragement for people who are feeling down?
we're feeling down too, and I just gotta hope that.
Guess we just got to go day by day and get
Yeah.
through the next 4 years.
Yeah, I agree.
All right.
Good luck to us all.
Yeah.
Thank
See
you
ya
so much for your
later.
time.
Bye.
Appreciate it. Excuse me, sir. Just getting your thoughts on the election results.
I didn't pick either of them.
Yeah.
No.
Are you happier that Trump won over Harris, or not really?
Not really. Not really.
Okay.
No. I picked somebody else that was likely to lose because I said I wasn't going to pick either one of them. They were
Did you
both-
pick Jill Stein?
No. The ballot was Kennedy.
Oh, you picked
Kennedy
Kennedy.
Jr., yeah.
Okay.
So I
You
did
like
that
him?
I did that deliberately because I knew he would lose.
Yeah.
I said.
Now he's on Trump's ticket. Basically, he's gonna lead one of the positions in Trump's cabinet. So does that make you like Trump a little bit more? That Kennedy is
Well, a lot of
involved.
people say that Trump was a good pick because he can do more than Kamala Harris. But Kamala Harris made a lot of mistakes that I believe could have been avoided. So I guess he was in for winning. Yeah.
How's your life gonna be under Trump?
No change, no more than the last time he was in office.
Yeah.
So yeah.
All right.
Okay.
Thank you so much. We appreciate it. All right. We got this guy coming up. We'll try and ask him, and then we'll make our way to the park.
Audio's on the left side. Somebody said.
Okay. Hey, sir. We're just asking people their thoughts on the election results.
Oh, I'm good, thank you.
You're good? No worries. Okay. Sounds good on my phone, the audio. Okay. Oh, we gotta get this guy a Gays for Trump shirt on. Hey, sir. We're just asking people their thoughts on the election results.
Sure. What you got?
What's your thoughts on the election results?
I mean, I'm satisfied. I think most of us will be. I mean, if you look at the popular vote, it seems like at least most of the people that voted are happy with it.
Yeah. And you're wearing a Gays for Trump shirt.
Yeah.
Elaborate on that and why you feel that way.
I'm a gay person who has a lot of disdain for the Democratic Party. I feel like they take advantage and manipulate minorities and have done that consistently for decades. And Donald Trump was the alternative, so that's where I went.
All right. Do you see a lot of other people in the gay community that kind of go for Trump quietly?
Oh,
or?
yeah, that's what I was going to say. It's definitely a closet type thing. It was easier for me to come out as a gay person in the South than a Trump supporter in the gay community. That's just facts. But I'll put it to you this way. I live in Charleston, South Carolina, where we have a very...
We live there too.
Oh, do you? No shit. So you know. You got the South Abroad bitches, where we have gays that live there, and then you've got the West Ashley bitches who work real jobs. And the people that live South Abroad still vote for those people. The people who work real jobs have changed. So they just may not be so open about it.
Yeah. What do you think it means that, he won by the popular vote by such a large margin?
I think I work in a labor job, and where most of my coworkers are, middle to lower middle class black guys. And even before Kamala got involved in the race, they were talking about fuck the Democratic Party, basically. So I don't really know that it probably had about as much to do with Donald Trump as it did to do with the Democratic Party's failures or their inconsistency. So I don't really know who to give more credit, but it definitely belongs to both of them.
What do you think the people that are scared about the abortion aspect of it? Because that's really where a lot of her votes came from was women and their view of abortion.
Well, see, I don't know if I buy that quite yet either. Because what I was watching this morning when they were breaking down the vote, he surged with women.
Yeah.
So
It was surprising.
I don't really know. I think that there's nuance to the abortion discussion, and we try to oversimplify it and force people to take a side based on that. I think that we need to have genuine conversations about what those limits need to be and stop trying to demonize each other for those beliefs.
Any thoughts?
What was the biggest factor for you in voting for Trump this time? Or have you voted for him before?
Yeah. Okay. So I did say if he ran this time, he wasn't going to I don't owe you any my vote. You had to earn your vote. And I'm an Army veteran, and I feel like what happened in Afghanistan really was like a canary in the coal mine for me. The way that withdrawal was handled, something we've set up for 20 years, and to have it botched so badly. I was stationed in Southern California at Fort Irwin, and that's where we used to keep our translators, where they were stationed. So I was friends with several Afghanis, Syrians, Iraqis, who had joined the American Army to help us. And we left them there. And I had 6 friends who were there when it happened, and 5 of them we never heard from again. So I took it very personally. And then considering that since then they've done nothing but push us closer and closer to the edge of what looks like a major conflict to me. If you can't handle a simple withdrawal, how the hell are you going to fight World War III? So that, for me, the overriding factor, there are several, but if I had to distill it down to one, it would be just the state of the world right now and who's going to lead our military.
Yeah, and you saw when the Afghanistan withdrawal happened, Biden's numbers dropped, the approval numbers dropped pretty significantly, and they never recovered from after the Afghanistan withdrawal, from before it. But yeah, did you vote for Trump in 2016 and 2020?
I did.
Okay.
Yep. I was a diehard Democrat until 2015. I had a Ready for Her sticker, a Hillary sticker on my car. I guess I kind of consider myself a Democratic socialist, which is why if things hadn't gone for me the way they did politically, I may have just as well ended up a Bernie bro in 2016. But I felt like the Democratic Party kind of became obsessed on race and were ignoring class issues. And I've always felt like the majority of the problems that we have in America are a rich versus poor thing and not a white versus black thing. But when I started voicing that concern in 2014, 2015, it was basically like, shut up, white boy, we're talking about race right now. So I was like, okay, well, this isn't the party for me then, because I'm not a racist, nor do I condone it. And I was terrified of the Republican Party because I was gay and told to be. And then Trump joined the mix, and the Republicans on the debate stage are like, oh, he's not one of us, he's not a Republican. And all the Democrats at the time, you can go back and watch it, were like, he's not even a Republican, he's not conservative, blah, 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 blah. So if you hate him, and you hate him, and I hate both of you, I'm voting for Trump. And I think a lot of people kind of did that math in their heads.
Did you see quite a big movement over the years towards Trump, or not really?
I would say so, yeah, at least over the last 4 years. Because 4 years ago, I was here when they called the race for Biden and the whole city turned into a fucking block party. And then I was here on January 6th. 4 years ago, I couldn't walk down the street, or at least not in this part of town with this shirt on or this hat. Like, they would literally chase you down the street and throw shit at you. Actually, just here, we came for a rally back in 2020, it was before the J6 thing. It was when COVID was real big. And I didn't do the mask thing after like August of that year because I thought it was bullshit, and we found out it was bullshit. But we were just walking down that street, me and my husband, and didn't have masks on, and the mob starts chasing us. Put your fucking mask on, Trumper. I'm like, what the fuck, bro? So that very cult-like behavior for all the cult accusations they like to throw against Trump.
What do you say to Democrats, you know, and how they're feeling today? Because a lot of them are kind of down today. What do you say to them?
I feel two different ways depending on what kind of Democrat you're talking about. If you're talking about a Democrat politician, somebody who works or lives in this city, get fucked. If you're just a regular Democrat voter, just pay more attention. I'd say what did it for me was not just subscribing to beliefs, but taking the time to sort out why I believed what I believed. You know, I had just taken all the Democratic Party talking points wholesale when I got involved in politics, and when I took the time to say, okay, why do I believe these things, and kind of dissect them, I found I really didn't, or at least I didn't strong enough to make that a political point for me. So that's what I would encourage Democrats to do, is just see if you're believing what you believe because you believe it or because you've been told to.
All right. Any final words?
No, that's it. I appreciate your time.
All right. Thank you. We appreciate your time.
You have a good one.
All right.
Messenger.
You too.
Y'all take care.
All right. Thank you. All right. We'll ask this guy. Hey, sir. Just getting people's thoughts on the election results.
Well, I'm Australian, so I don't know how much that counts to what you're doing, but I'm happy with it. I'm conservative. I think it's great that Trump got in, and I think I think you guys would have been screwed if you didn't. What about yourself? What do you think?
I think it's a historic victory for Trump. He won the popular vote,
Yeah, he did, yeah.
which is historic, really.
Yeah.
First time in 20 years Republicans won the popular vote, and he won it by a pretty large margin. So, and it looks like he's going to win all the swing states currently. We'll see what happens. The votes are still coming in, but
No one saw that coming. Well,
Yeah.
the Democrats certainly didn't.
yeah. What did you think about Kamala? How do the people of Australia feel?
Depending on where you are in Australia, it's probably similar to over here. Your more rural areas, people support like the obviously more right-wing candidates. So I'm from like country Australia, so like I'm a Trump fan. But you go to the cities, and obviously you're going to get the more left-leaning sort of people. But yeah, I'm staunch Trump. So like I'm doing a couple of months traveling around America at the moment, and when I realised I was going to be over here when the election's on, I was like, well, I've got to come to DC when the election's on. So that's why I'm here.
And it seems very chill here, you know?
I was here last night. It was not like this.
Oh, how was it last night?
Yeah, it was crazy. There was like street preachers on one side of the park, and like just up the path from them there was these anti-fascist, well, they claim to be anti-fascist, left-wing girls singing songs about fascism and the KKK and all this. It was just, it was all happening there.
And how did you feel when it came out that he had won?
Well, I went to bed at about 1 a.m. last night. I tried to stay up as long as I could, and it was looking like he was going to win by the time I actually went to bed. I went to sleep pretty confident he was going to win. Woke up to the good news, so I was stoked. Yeah, I was talking to my brother on the phone back in Australia, and he was all excited. He took the day off work early to watch the results from home.
Do Australians really pay a lot of attention to the U.S. election?
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, I ran into an Australian journalist yesterday. But yeah, they do. Whatever happens here, I've been telling everyone, because I've had this question a fair bit since I got here. Whatever happens here, look, we're downstream of you guys. So, like, we're your closest. Well, we're not your closest ally, but you're our closest ally. And if you guys go to war, we go to war. Like your politics, you know, like all the main issues you guys have, we've got probably on a lesser scale, but we're dealing with the same thing. So, whatever happens here is going to happen to us, so it affects us directly for sure.
All right.
Yeah.
What do you say to just the average Democrat voter? Because they're feeling pretty down today. What would you say to them?
I think it's fantastic. I hope, bad luck, you dickheads. Yeah, that's all I've got to say.
All right. Well, thank you so much for your time. Appreciate it. You have a good day.
What are you guys doing this for?
This YouTube channel is called The Voter's Voice.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, you can check us out.
I will. Is that on YouTube?
YouTube.
Oh,
Yep.
I'll have a look.
All right.
Brilliant. Look
Appreciate
after
it.
yourself. Catch you later.
Have a good one. They were in a hurry. Hey guys, just getting people's thoughts on the election results. I figured they weren't going to talk to me. Who we got here? Man, this park really thinned up. It looks like we got a lot of people over there. So we'll kind of head that way. How's the audio doing? Any other?
I think so It's a little low.
Okay.
So.
That's probably just me needing to put the mic a little closer to people. All right, we'll try and get this gentleman here and see how he feels. Hey, sir. Hey, sir. Hey, sir, we're just getting people's thoughts on the election results. Didn't want to talk. All right, we'll make our way through the park here. It's a beautiful day in D.C. The sun is out, shining bright. There we go. Oh, it looks like we got some interesting stuff going on over there. We'll head that way later. Hey guys, just getting your thoughts on the election results.
Excuse me, speak Spanish.
All right.
Colombia.
Colombia. Okay.
Okay.
All right. Ciao. Looks like we got a lot of news coverage going on over here. Oh, we'll talk to this guy sitting on the bench too. Hey, man, I'm just getting your thoughts on the election results.
Sorry?
Just getting your thoughts on the election results.
Okay.
Yeah? Good or bad? Good? You like Trump?
Yeah.
Yeah? Why do you like Trump?
I don't know. But I'm feeling when Donald Trump won.
Yeah? All right. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
You have a good one. All right. We got a Trump hat guy over here, too. We'll get him in a minute. Hey, sir, we're just getting people's thoughts on the election results.
I'm good, brother.
All right.
Appreciate you.
No worries. Have a good one. Hey, sir, we're just getting people's thoughts on the election results.
God bless America. God bless Donald Trump.
You're wearing a Trump hat. Save America. Was America saved last night?
I don't think it need to be saved, but yeah, that's a good step in the right direction.
Okay. Why do you like Trump?
There's a laundry list of amazing reasons why I love Trump, but right now, just enjoying the celebration and celebrating that he did the legwork to make it this far. Not just him, but his entire campaign. Did a fabulous job. They were out beating up the road, town after town. He even went back to the town where he was shot at, or was shot. Pardon me, and fulfilled that leg of the trip, you know, which was a blessed thing for Harrisburg and for the entire country to show that we actually got somebody in the office that has a heart that gives a shit about this country and the people that live in this country. Enough to go back to where he was shot, you know, which is an amazing thing. I get the tingles just thinking about it. Like, would I got balls big enough? Fuck yeah, I got balls that big to go back. But he's got, you know, big cojones. It's it's good to have. The representation is beautiful. Behind him, he's got a good, solid team. He's got, you know, you're going to be doing good things. I just hope one of the main agendas is getting our climate crisis under control, let's call it that. I hope they get right in and take care of that, and as well as the drug and pharmacy situation.
Okay. Now, a lot of people who care about the climate crisis, they'll usually vote Democrat, but you're a Trump person, so.
Really, I'm a Mother Earth person, so regardless of who's doing it, the shit's got to stop. There's way too much information out there to know that the whole HARP thing is a disaster, and all this cloud seeding is a disaster. Okay. It's just calling for natural disasters, and all of the giant land grabs. There's been several occasions of sticky situations, let's call them, during this last campaign, were unbelievable that FEMA's reaction to them, number one, and how many Americans stood up for other Americans when FEMA wasn't there, or taking their sweet ass time to get there. But all of these natural disasters that are going on, it's like one after the other. It's like we got Mother up our, back end because of certain situations. I don't know. I just hope that they don't do anything crazy, like create a big monster storm in New York this winter like they did last what was that, like 3 years ago? You know, the weather manipulation is a disaster, and I hope that it gets taken care of.
Weather manipulation. Well,
but that was none of his points. He didn't really say anything about weather, right?
Yeah.
Like all these cloud streams up in the sky. Look, 1, 2, 3, 4. That is not a continental or U.S. flight pattern right there. You know?
Okay. Yeah.
Nor
Well, listen.
are all these clouds real clouds? So I mean, are they blocking out the sun or the poles shifting? You tell me. I mean, it's the Earth flat. I mean.
All right. Well, we'll end on that. The Earth is flat, right?
The Earth is, I would say, cylinderly very large.
Okay. Cylinderly very large. Well, congrats on the victory, sir.
Thank you, sir.
And you have a great day.
You too.
All right. Thank you. Any thoughts? Are you happy about Trump won?
Not really.
Not really. Why?
I guess I was supporting the other cause. That's why. A lot of things going on in the world that I think are not going to benefit from his victory.
Okay. Like what specifically?
I would say the situation in Ukraine, situation in Gaza, and a few other places.
Now, a lot of people vote for him because he thinks he's going to end those wars. How do you feel about the state of those wars right now and Trump's involvement in them? Or what's going to be his involvement in them?
Yeah, I could see the war in Ukraine ending, but in a victory for Russia, in my opinion. I can't say I'm a war analyst that knows every little function about the conflicts and how they work out, but I could definitely see the kind of Russia-friendly policies that, or at least rhetoric that Trump has employed. You could see it going that way, and as per Gaza, Trump has been in support of Israel throughout the campaign, so I could definitely see that be an end to that conflict down there. What happens with Iran, I'm not too sure.
And those were the main reasons why you kind of were voting for Harris?
I wouldn't say, I would. That's definitely one of the top contenders. I'd say abortion policy, trans rights, and the kind of the overall Republican. How do I say this? Kind of voting against a lot of economic spending that may have helped the country, and then complaining that the economy is failing was a bit not great for me.
You feel like Harris would have kind of got the economy back on the right track?
Was that a fucking trick question? That was a fucking trick question, right? Trick question.
Well, I'll just ask him what he thinks, you know?
The dollar is worth a third of what it was when they started. You know, how are Americans doing besides clutching their fucking last penny? Fuck.
What do you think of that?
Yeah, in my opinion, it really comes down not so much to the executive, but the House and the Senate when it comes to spending bills, when it comes to kind of regulating the economy in that sense. So honestly, I always hope for the best. So if we can see a Republican-controlled House and Senate and executive kind of get the economy back on track, then hey, I might be proved wrong and it's good for everybody. But if not, I may see this as a kind of maybe a death for the Republican Party.
Okay.
I didn't mean to.
Oh, you're good. What would you? There's a lot of people that feel like you today that are kind of like sad at the result. You know, it's still like a lot of Americans that wanted Harris to win, didn't want to see Trump in there. So what would you say to them about the results of the election?
Go home. The borders are closed. That's the only people that were voting for that bitch, right? The illegals that they shipped in. Yeah.
Can you say the question again? Sorry.
What do you say to just your fellow Democrat? Sorry. What do you say to just your fellow Democrats that you're feeling kind of down today, basically?
Just keep your head high. I guess keep voting for I guess in local elections that kind of determine more kind of things that may affect you directly, and just keep your head high. You know, it's a tough time, but we'll get through this together.
All right. Thank you so much for your time. We appreciate it.
And can I ask you?
We're a YouTube channel called The Voter's Voice, so check us out. Yeah.
Thank
All right. Thank you so much. All right. Hey, man, I'm just getting your thoughts on the election results.
I got
All right. Okay. Let's see who we got here. That dude was cracking me up. What? Shoot. All right. All right, so we should go over here maybe? All right. Oh, I like these ladies. Okay. Yeah, we'll go talk to our guy. We saw him a month ago when we did our Washington D.C. video. Hey, ladies. We're just asking people their thoughts on the election results. Yeah.
Disappointed.
Why are you disappointed?
Well, I am Kamala Harris, one of Kamala Harris' former professors.
Oh, really?
And,
Interesting.
I've always supported her. I am in favor of. I'm a Democrat, yes, and it's like waking up from a nightmare.
I'm gonna switch sides with you real quick so I don't hear the music.
Yes.
But yeah, so you used to teach Kamala Harris?
Yes, back in 1986.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mhm.
And are you still a professor?
Yeah.
Oh wow. Very nice. So what are your thoughts that Donald Trump won, and he won the popular vote too, which is a big deal for a Republican to win the popular vote as well.
I wish Americans a good. Well, how should I put it? I don't know what his 4 years will yield for America. Yeah, and especially for minority groups, which he, in his own discourse, seemed to despise. Yeah. And so I don't know exactly whether it will bode well for minority groups.
Okay. What was Kamala Harris like since you knew her personally? What was she like?
A very good student, excellent student, very committed to the people. So we used to go with her and some other students to the South African embassy and protest against apartheid.
What were your thoughts? Yeah.
We need her. We need her for.
Oh yeah. Go ahead. It was great. It was great to talk with you. Yeah. You guys are good. Thank you so much for your time. We appreciate it. All right. Well, that was interesting. We actually got Kamala Harris's actual professor just there, so we were able to talk with her for a little bit. All right. Should we go try our guy? Maybe we'll get him to turn the music down because YouTube's a little. YouTube will give us a copyright strike for this music, so we'll see if he can turn the music down. And yeah. Yeah, it looks like they got a legit interview over here going on. All right, we actually interviewed this guy over a month ago when we did our Washington, D.C. video, and he always plays music on the block. So let's go see how he feels. Yo, man. Hey, excuse me, sir.
Yes, sir.
I don't know if you remember us, but we interviewed you.
Yeah.
Hey, are you able to turn the music off just for this interview? Because YouTube will give us a copyright strike. But yeah, I don't know if my friend Josiah here, he interviewed you about a month ago. Right outside the White House. And
we ended up getting like 1 million on TikTok.
Yeah, you got 1.5 million views on TikTok for what you said about the race.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
So you're famous.
I'm waiting for that thing to catch up with my pocket.
Hey, we are too.
Yeah.
But that's why we're here, and we're just going around getting people's thoughts on the election results now.
Well, the best flawed candidate won.
Yeah.
It's just that simple. All right. We had two flawed candidates, and I don't think we'll ever see this again in American politics. And we need to respect the voice of the people. There's no doubt about who they want. So, like it, lump it, whatever you want to do, but the people have spoken. And we need to abide by that and start coming together because, we still paying the same high prices for food, gas, and medicine.
Yeah.
And we can't talk to one another. We're talking at each other. Listen, none of us are perfect, brother. We all got some isms in our closet, okay? I don't care who you are. So since ain't nobody perfect, man, let's start talking to one another and stop talking at each other. Because if my half of the ship go down, yours ain't staying afloat. And we got people right now trying to destroy the other half of the ship like theirs is safe. And we all are doomed. And the rich got all the lifeboats. And I'm gonna tell you what Trump don't bother me. What bothers me is the little dick energy that he got around him. Okay? That's what scares me. because you got some people got their own agenda under his umbrella.
So you're more so worried about the people around Trump that he surrounds himself with versus Trump himself.
That's who I'm concerned about. Okay, the people that he's got surrounding him, you know, and they are saying stuff in his name, but it's their agenda, and it ain't good for nobody but them. And that's what we got to be mindful of.
What'd you think when Trump won the popular vote as well? He's won it by a pretty large margin. First time in like 20 years a Republican has won the popular vote.
Well,
how'd you feel about that?
Like I told you, man, the people have spoken.
Yeah.
You got to respect that.
Now, last time we talked to you, you said Trump, if he got in there, was going to be on a revenge tour. And I guess, do you still feel that way? Are you kind of sticking by that?
Absolutely. I mean, that's just, unless he have a come to Jesus moment where his heart changes, man, it's going to be all about on the golf course and getting revenge.
All right. What else? You got any questions?
What would you say to a lot of people who are feeling down today? A lot of people wanted Kamala to win.
Listen, again, the best flawed candidate won. Okay? And I don't think in American politics we'll ever have two candidates as flawed as what we had this time running. Right. Okay? And it just shows that, hey man, she wasn't qualified. I mean, it shows because, I mean, look at her reaction.
Yeah. She hasn't conceded yet or anything.
And you know, why not?
Right. Yeah.
If and it's stuff like this that's keeping us divided. You know, you got your butt kicked. Man, there are days I come out here, man, I get my butt kicked. Okay? I'm a Black history historian. That's what I have Black history too. And business is terrible. So this is how I keep my head above water. And sometimes I get nothing in this bucket. But I still come out and keep, man, listen. I'm gonna tell you this. 2 days before my 70th birthday, I'm 71.
You look amazing.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I got evicted.
Oh, wow.
I live in a hotel. And I come out here every day, man, trying to keep that hotel roof over my head. A hotel caught me, and I'm grateful because I could have landed on the streets. Okay, so this is how I keep my head above water. And I could put Let's Go Brandon on this sign, which means F Joe Biden, and my bucket would be full, and nobody would care what I'm gonna do with the money.
Yeah.
But I have a lot of people come. What you gonna do with the money? It's gonna help me. It's my idea. How come I can't profit off something positive in America, but I can get rich overnight on something negative? You know, and that's the problem I have, man. You know, I can go negative and be rich overnight, but trying to bring people together, I suffer.
Yeah. What do you think, the next 4 years are going to be like? Are you going to be financially helped by Trump being in, or you think your life is going to kind of stay the same?
I'm gonna still keep doing. I'm not dependent. It's about my motivation and what I can't give up, regardless of who's in there. I can't give up. I got an idea. If idea come, man, I got to stick with it. And the only reason I'm sticking with this message is because I believe I can put this message anywhere in the world. Stop hating each other because you disagree, and it would fit anywhere in the world.
Yeah.
It would fit. And yet, no sponsors are beating down my door. I got a message of fit anywhere in the world. Man, I play national anthems of other countries because this is where the world meets. This message is all over the world. But no sponsors are beating down my door.
It's not financially advantageous to not pick a side and be in the middle in this day and time.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And we all suffering. Okay, and I'm just saying, regardless to who you voted for, man, let's come together. Because it's time to stop the foolishness. So we're going to perish as fools.
All right. No better way to end it there than that. So we appreciate it.
Thank you.
Yeah,
man.
I'm gonna get some of your Yeah. Feel free to donate to our man here. I'm actually gonna snap it real quick. Let's see, get my camera out.
That's Cash
All
App.
right.
The other side is Venmo.
Oh, Venmo? I like Venmo a little better.
Yeah, Venmo.
Okay.
Matter of fact, man, here, let me give you my phone, man. So if
Okay, yeah. Give me
come
that.
up-
Give me
Did
that.
it come up? Oh yeah, you got it. You got it.
Yeah. I didn't have Cash App, so I think that's why I wasn't coming up.
Yeah, you got it. Okay.
All right. Sweet.
All right.
I'm gonna send you something. We really appreciate it.
Man, thank you, man.
Thanks so
Man,
much.
I hope I make the cut.
Yeah. Oh, you're live right now, so you already made it.
You made it.
You made it. Okay.
Thank you, man.
All
Hey,
right.
man. Hey, God bless y'all, man.
God bless you. All right. Have a good one. Thank you.
Huh? What is your TikTok?
Voters Voice.
Voters Voice?
Yeah. YouTube as well. We're live right now. All right. All right. Thank y'all so much. Hey, what do y'all think of the election results?
I'm very happy about the results.
Okay, you voted for Trump?
I did. Yes.
right.
I just think that we needed a change. I think he deserved the second chance to show us what he can do and make some positive changes for America.
All right. How about you?
Yeah, same. His resiliency and hard work has proven, that he has what it takes.
All right.
Definitely excited for Trump 2024.
What y'all think of him winning the popular vote?
That is incredible. I mean, the
In
fact that
2
it's been 2
decades.
decades since a Republican has won the popular vote,
He worked for it.
yeah, he definitely did. Yeah, he definitely did. So,
What's y'all's message to Democrats watching and how they're feeling today?
I know how they're probably feeling, and it's not a great feeling. But I'm hoping that we can just all come together and work for a positive America and just
We live in a great nation. We can all live here peacefully and for the same cause.
Yep. And the tables will turn eventually again.
Yep.
So
Yep.
it's just
We're always on the other
the world
side.
we live in, and that's what America's all about. So,
All right.
all right.
Thank you guys so much. We appreciate it. Y'all have a good one.
And the fence that they have.
All right.
Is not for politics.
Pay a little money to our guy here.
Okay? Safety because they don't want you walking through the construction site.
All right. That guy's the man over there. He's out here every day. Hey guys, just getting people's thoughts on the election results.
Oh no, that's all right.
All right, no worries. All right. All right, thanks everyone for tuning in. Like and subscribe if you're new here. We'll ask this guy real quick what he thinks. Hey sir, we're just getting people's thoughts on the election results.
I'm not speaking English.
No worries, no worries. Hey sir, we're just getting people's thoughts on the election results.
Man, I appreciate it.
No worries at all. No worries at all. Hey man, we're just getting people's thoughts on the election results. No? No worries. All right. Let's see. Should we go over there? That's our other guy we interviewed. Okay, we'll keep on walking. We'll ask this woman up here. All right. Hey, ma'am, we're just getting people's thoughts on the election results.
I'm disappointed.
Why are you disappointed?
That's all I have to say.
That's
I'm
it? Okay. No worries at all. Thank you so much. Hey, ma'am, we're just getting people's thoughts on the election results. All right, no worries. Okay. Let's see. Hey, ma'am, we're just getting people's thoughts on the election results.
Okay.
What'd you think? How you feeling?
Very disappointed.
Why are you disappointed?
The wrong person won.
Okay. Why was he the wrong choice for America?
Many reasons. I believe it's his personality, his policies, his disrespect for women, for minorities, for anyone not like him. Just doesn't work for me.
Yeah. Now, a lot of states, I saw on the news this morning, on the ballot, a lot of the states voted, even in Republican states,
Well, I'm
to.
from Florida.
Okay, they did not.
We had two major ballot props. We had one for abortion rights and one for marijuana, and both failed.
Right.
But they needed to have a 60% majority to be able to do it. Yeah.
Yeah, and they were at like 57% and some change, so it came really close, but didn't really make the
But
two-thirds
Governor was
cut.
against both of them anyway, so he had some pull on that.
But a lot of the other states did vote to have abortion in the states.
Was one. I'm trying to think of the ones I saw. I handle political advertising for my business, so I kind of are a little bit in touch with everything that's going on.
Does that make you feel a little better about the situation, that even a lot of these Republican states that did vote for Trump, they also voted to have abortion access for people?
It's strange how people go in and vote. They don't just go straight down the ticket.
Yeah.
So I think that's interesting to see how when you actually, there's polling, but then when people actually get in the booth and what decisions they make and what messages they may have seen that may have guided them in that direction one way or another.
I think it proves people just a little more nuanced than everyone the media kind of makes people out to believe. You know, a lot of people want to vote for Trump, but they also believe abortion should be a right and an access.
Right. Right. I mean, as a woman, it's just to see some of the creative that was running in Florida about, you know, if a child, for example, got pregnant, that they would have to carry their attacker's baby. I mean, that's insane. And for any entity to tell me what I can do with my body makes no sense to me.
In Florida, does he have the exceptions in that state, or no?
No.
So he doesn't have exceptions for rape, incest, or life of the mother?
Nothing. There's nothing. It's a free-for-all.
Oh, because Trump, he kind of explicitly tells the other Republican people that he's in favor of that, but it's still ultimately up to them, I guess.
You know, I think between him and Elon Musk, between the two of them having, I think it's 17 children and 6 different wives, females that they were born by, speaks to me a little bit about family values, and that's all I have to say.
All right. Any final words to people watching that are maybe feeling how you're feeling?
We have to wait 4 years.
Yeah.
We have to wait 4 years.
All right.
Okay?
Thank you so much.
You're very welcome.
We appreciate it. Have a good one. Hey, shout out to Ayo. Thank you so much, man. We really appreciate it. We try hard to, you know, deliver you guys the best we can give. So that's what we're going to keep on doing. Hey, sir, we're just getting people's thoughts on the election results.
Sorry, my English is...
All good. Thank you so much. Hey, sir, we're just getting people's thoughts on the election results. All right. Well, maybe we'll make our way to the street here. We'll pass it off to Josiah here soon and let him get in and kind of ask people how they're feeling. Got some people over here. Yeah, I think we'll hit the street actually. There's going to be a lot more people walking around over here. Thanks again for everyone tuning in. We got a woman coming up. I'll ask her real quick. Hey, ma'am, just getting people's thoughts on the election results.
The people have spoken.
Yeah? Are you happy about the results or sad?
I accept what the people have voted.
Okay, you're kind of indifferent to who wins?
I don't have control over the whole thing, right?
Did you vote?
I did vote.
All right, have a good one. Okay. Here we go. I'm honestly a little surprised how chill everyone is. I think, you know, maybe just people have gotten used to Trump after 9 years, where people have just kind of accepted the fate of what the people chose, and they're just kind of accepting of it. Just getting people's thoughts on the election results.
Yeah, pretty happy, so.
Why are you happy? Can you tell us real quick?
No, I'm on the phone, man.
Okay, no worries. How about you, sir? Thoughts on the election?
I'm okay.
All right, no worries. Excuse me, ma'am. We're just getting people's thoughts on the election results.
Sorry, thanks anyway.
All right. I feel like these people want to tell us, but they're kind of hamstrung with their jobs. They're forced to stay neutral and not talk about politics. Hey, sir. Just getting people's thoughts on the election results.
Oh, I mean, I'm happy with it.
You happy? Tell me why you're happy.
I mean, I just think he was the man, bro. There's a lot of reasons, but I don't think I want to get into them too much.
Did you vote for him in 2016 and 2020?
I did.
All right.
Yeah.
So you've been a Trump fan for a while.
Yeah.
What'd you think of Kamala?
I mean, you know, it just wasn't what I was looking for.
How about him winning the popular vote? That's a pretty historic kind of achievement.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's pretty crazy, and you know, it's like I said, it was what I was looking for. I mean, it was what I was hoping for. So, you know, my house was happy. So.
Yeah. How about everyone you know? Were they kind of going for him too, or?
Everyone in my household was. You know, I knew people that weren't, but you know, it's people's opinions or their opinion. You know, it doesn't bother me.
Yeah. All right.
All right.
Thank you so much. We appreciate it. Think it might be a good time to switch off if you're down, Josiah. All right, we're gonna let Josiah hop in here, ask some questions.
All right, y'all. Welcome back to the Voters' Voice. We're here live, Washington, D.C. Thank you to everyone who's tuning in. We're just going to be getting people's reaction to the election. Excuse me, ma'am. We're just asking people how they're feeling about the election results.
How are we feeling?
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know if enough people was even interested in even voting, but
Are you feeling happy, sad? What's the
melancholy.
Melancholy?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. What would you say to some of the people who are feeling the way you're feeling to kind of give them some encouragement?
I really don't know what to, just kind of lost for words right now.
Yeah.
I really don't know what I would say, just try to keep encouraging them to just keep doing what they've been doing, right thing, you know what I'm saying? So
Now that
keep moving forward,
Keep moving forward.
Keep moving forward.
Now that Trump is in there, what do you think is going to happen?
I don't know. I hope something good.
Yeah.
For
Did
the
you?
future anyway, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Future. Some of us have more past than future, so at least for the younger generation, so just keep them encouraged.
Yeah. Did you vote?
I did.
Okay. And you voted for Kamala, right?
I can't say.
Oh, okay.
Who I voted
I
for.
got you. I got you. All right. Well, all right. Thank you. Excuse me, ladies. We're just asking people what they thought about the election results.
Horrible, horrible.
Horrible? Okay. Thank you. Excuse me, sir. We're just asking people what they thought about the election results last night.
Oh, yeah. I don't know if I'm allowed to cuss, yeah.
Yeah, you can.
Yeah, I thought it was bullshit.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm not a fan of Trump. He's a criminal. And, yeah, I don't know, I feel a lot of, a lot of emotions, a lot of shame that, I mean, he won the popular vote. And, I think, as a democracy, we need to respect that this is what the people wanted. I just hope in the future that the Democrats, in 4 years, that they can, learn that they need a better candidate. I just don't think Kamala was the one that could beat him,
Why do you think Kamala lost?
That's a good question. Well, I think, she came in pretty late. And then also, I think with her position on Gaza, I think that it kind of alienated a lot of the younger voters, because I know a lot of people were saying that, they didn't want to support her because of her position on that.
Yeah, a lot of the young vote went to Trump, which was kind of surprising. What did you think about that?
I mean, I can understand, I have, some family that support Trump. I can understand, like, people being disillusioned with the government and thinking that, he might be like, kind of a renegade left field guy that might do things differently. But at the end of the day, I mean, he's just another, super rich person that's, trying to do what he wants and gain more control for himself. So I don't know if he has the nation's best interests at heart, but it's going to be 12 years of Trump. So yeah, we got to sign up for it. Yeah.
Well, the Democrats have 4 years to figure it out, right? Who are some of the young, people coming up in the party that you would kind of put your support behind later, maybe in 4 years?
That's a good question. I'm not sure. Like, I know I thought Andrew Yang was interesting a few years ago, or I mean, I don't know, someone like AOC, you know, just somebody like young and fresh, you know. Yeah, I'm not sure.
Yeah, AOC will actually be 35, I believe, or over 35, and she could run. You know, so you would vote for her?
Yeah, I mean, I definitely plan on voting Democrats, so I just hope that whoever the candidate is, you know, the right choice.
For those who are feeling down today, a lot of our Democratic friends, right? They lost this race, you know, and it seems kind of dire to them. What would you say to kind of, you know, encourage them?
Well, life will go on, you know, like there's these everyday moments like we're here in the park, you know, being nice to just people out on the street and, you know, no matter who they voted for, you know, I think that's the main thing as Americans, if we all pull together and just show each other love day to day. And thankfully, he can't run again, so.
This is the last time.
Exactly.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah,
Well,
thanks,
hey,
man.
thank you. Have a
All
good
right.
one.
Later, y'all.
Yep. Excuse me, sir. Excuse me. We're just asking people what they thought about the election results last night.
What's that?
We're just asking people what they thought about the election results last night.
America spoke. It's an unfortunate result for a lot of people, but that is what it is. So,
Why do you think Kamala lost?
I think a lot of people in the middle of the country are hurting. I think the economy was a big issue last night. You know, inflation for a lot of folks is real, and I just kept hearing the last 6 months, bread and eggs are so expensive, and so that's, you know, what the American people decided was the most important factor. So
I got you. What do you think could have, like, you know, swayed it more for Kamala?
I don't know. It's $1 million question. I don't know. I don't know.
Well, the Democrats have 4 more years to figure out whatever's going on, right?
Yeah, I think their messaging needs to improve. We need to figure out how to get their message across better, and their plan into why that provides a better future for Americans than the Republicans do. But yeah.
Who's some young people that you think could, you know, run next time? You know, because a lot of people were saying that maybe she wasn't the best candidate. She never really was elected, right? A lot of people say that. What do you think about that?
Well, I love Pete Buttigieg, but I don't know if America's ready for that yet. But I don't think that we're ready for a gay president. It seems like you know, there's still some social issues in this country that we got to work out. But I think Mayor Pete has been a great example of the Democratic Party and gets his message out really clearly. So I'd like to see him try and run again in the future.
I was just talking to one Democrat. He was saying something about Andrew Yang. He was also talking about AOC. What do you think about those people?
I think they're going to be too extreme to win the middle of the country. I mean, there's a lot of people in the middle of the country who don't agree with AOC, and that's not going to work, in my opinion.
Do you feel like Kamala was too extreme? I know she tried to bring back the rhetoric, right? Once she started to, you know, gain the support. But do you feel like she was extreme?
I don't think that she was too extreme. I think that people in the country, obviously, I mean, they were not in favor of, you know, her being a biracial candidate. Didn't seem like they loved her, that she was a woman. I don't think that's extreme, but I think that's how America felt. I don't know that her policies were very extreme, but, you know, I'm in favor of her, so I liked them, but, you know, apparently other people did not. Yeah.
What would you say to a lot of the Democratic people who feel down today after this loss? What would you say to kind of encourage them?
Just got to take it day by day. You know, the country's not ending. We just got to keep moving forward. We'll get another shot in 2 years, in 26, and then again in 2028 to try and win some more seats. But just got to take it day by day. And as hard as it is, got to support, democracy supports the incoming president, I suppose, and the better he does, the better everybody else does, as long as, I guess it depends on what positions of his agenda you agree with, but, hopefully the country's in a better spot in 2 years and 4 years than it is today. Yeah. So hopefully. Absolutely. Got to keep going.
Hey, thank you so much.
Of course,
We appreciate it.
Take care.
All right. Excuse me, sir. We're just asking people what they thought about the election results last night.
What do they think about the election? There's a lot to say about it. I don't know. I think the American people made their choice. And, I said on Twitter that I think that Vice President Harris would have done a better job setting an example for people to look up to in terms of how they're supposed to work with individuals, or at least present themselves as people and treat people with respect, at least when she was on TV, versus President Trump. And I'm hopeful that I also believe that President Trump's economic policies are superior to hers. I guess I'm hopeful that President Trump is going to be perhaps a little bit more present himself. I hope he surrounds himself with better advisors this time around that helps him to present himself as the leader that I think that he can be. Yeah. So, and specifically, I think that he has an opportunity to be a great president if he builds upon the tax cut plan that he had in 2016 and he expands the standard deduction. In my opinion, I think he should double the standard deduction. I think that if he got that, then people wouldn't pay income taxes in their first $30,000, and that probably would do more. I think that would do a lot more for more Americans than perhaps any Democrats ever done from a tax policy standpoint. So, I think he's got a great opportunity to lead. I think that VP Harris could have done the same thing. I think that she made some different choices.
Yeah, why did you think she lost?
Why do I think she lost? There's a, when you're selling, especially in politics, and you're campaigning against an opponent, you don't ever want to mention the other person's name. She campaigned against the president using his name and went negative the entire time. And it wasn't until the last couple days that she went positive. And people, and President Trump went negative the entire time, right? But we know that that's who he is, right? VP Harris is known for her smile. She's known for her laugh. She's not known for going negative. She messed up. She should have stayed positive the whole time. She should have simplified her economic policy, and if she had simply better policy to sell and put her best asset forward, which is her beautiful, intelligent self, and actually represented herself accordingly with a smile and a laugh and, her Obama-esque appearance and presentation, I think she probably would have won, but she didn't do that. I think that she had probably poor advisors surrounding her, which is unfortunate because unfortunately a lot of political candidates pay too much attention to the wrong political advisors, and when that happens, that determines their future. And I don't know what else to say about that. Tell me what you think.
What did I think of her, why she lost?
Yeah, what's your opinion on the election?
Well, I think it's kind of tough whenever you try to get into an election so late. She got into the election really, really late. And, it took them about a month to really release any policies. And then they never really, it took her about a month or two to even have her first interview. It took a while. Maybe I'm messing the numbers up, but yeah. So it took a while for her to even get, her whole thing out there. And, I just think it wasn't enough time for her, But also I think, she didn't really make the distinction between her and Biden. I think she kind of continued on.
She had a tough sell on it.
Yeah, she kind of said, oh yeah, there's not going to be much difference between me and Biden. And I think for a lot of people, when they hear that, because the last 4 years have been so tough, it's hard to come back from that, but.
It's a challenge. I agree that she, you saw the poll numbers, right? The poll numbers showed that over 50% of America, at least on the Republican side, over 50% of Republicans cared about the economy first. And 30 some odd percent of America, it was the number 2 issue for Democrats was the economy. And when you inflate the dollar by, 200% or whatever it was, you make things a lot, make things difficult for the American people. Groceries went up, gas went up, housing went up. People weren't able to pay their bills, so landlords, weren't able to kick people out, and the whole economy was going to go down. And then there are better ways to do things like that. So, yeah. I just, like you said, she didn't make the sale to differentiate between her and President Biden. I agree with you on that. And President Biden also, he got to the White House because of his great smile. If you go back and look at he's been in office for almost 50 years. If you go back in the way how he got started, he was smiling and laughing and cajoling, and people loved the guy, right? Same thing with VP Harris. She didn't get to where she was because she wasn't friendly. Politicians get elected because they're friendly, they're likable, and people want to support them. And she got to the White House presumably for that same reason. She got a great smile, great laugh. She's beautiful. She's extremely intelligent. She's a prosecutor. I disagree with the way she prosecutes. I think we'd be better off if she got people out of jail as opposed to put them in. But it all comes down to how a politician presents herself. And I do think that she did have enough time because she was the Vice President of the United States. We all saw what she did during the debates in 2020. I'm a little confused about why she didn't carry more support in the 2020 race. But I just hope the best for the country at this point. I wish her the best, and I wish the president the best, and I got to hope for the best for myself and everyone else too.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, hey, thank you for talking with us.
Likewise.
Have a good one.
You too.
Yeah. Excuse me, sir. We're just going around asking people what they thought about the election results.
Did anybody win yet?
Well, yeah, Trump won.
Oh man, I voted for Harris.
Okay.
Yeah. So, what you want to ask?
Well, I was just asking, what people thought. What did you think of Trump winning?
I think it's not good because what I've been told, he's basically for the rich, and I heard he wants to cut Social Security, so that wouldn't help me because I get this Social Security disability. So it probably wouldn't help me by Trump winning. I was Harris all the way.
I got you.
Yeah.
Yeah. So what do you think we could do to kind of come together now that Kamala lost and Trump won?
Try to help build it up for the next election.
Okay. You're ready for the next election?
Yeah.
All right. Cool.
Start now. Yeah. Absolutely. That's what I think.
Excuse me, sir. We're just asking people what they thought about the election results last night.
Sure. Yeah. Well, it seems, I went to bed early, but it did seem that wasn't as close as a lot of the pollsters thought.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why do you think that was?
Don't really know. There's so much strategy, and with those hundreds of millions of dollars that are spent on both campaigns.
Yeah, there were so many ads.
Yeah, lots of ads, and yeah, I don't really know. That's way out of my lane of expertise. That's for sure.
Why do you think Trump won?
I don't know. Like I said, obviously he got enough votes and electoral votes, but what pushed him over the? I don't know. What's just throwing me once again is that because so many people felt it was going to be kind of down to the wire, or maybe we might not know with vote counting for maybe till Friday or Saturday, and then all of a sudden, by the time I woke up this morning, it was kind of pretty much decided. Yeah.
Yeah.
Where are you guys from?
We're based out of South Carolina.
What do you do, a podcast, or you?
Yeah, this is we're actually live right now. We're called The Voter's Voice, and we just go around the country. We've been going around the country asking people who they were voting for, and today is the day after. So
a lot of definitely, especially in this city. Yeah, it's tricky. Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. Well, hey, thank you for stopping and
Good
talking.
luck, guys. All right.
Thank you. Excuse me, sir. We're just asking people what they thought about the election results last night.
Surprising.
Surprising?
Sure.
Why was this surprising?
Because I just think there were issues that would have pulled people in a different direction.
Gotcha. Why do you think Trump won, or why Kamala lost?
Sorry, I've got to catch this metro here.
Thank you. All right. Excuse me, sir. We're just asking people what they thought about the election results.
Awesome.
Awesome?
Can't get better than that.
All right. Thank you. Excuse me, sir. We're just asking people what they thought about the election results last night.
I would say they're very surprising.
Very surprising. Are you happy? Are you sad? Optimistic?
I'm going to take a wait-and-see attitude.
Okay. Wait and see attitude. Thank you, sir. Excuse me, sirs. We're just asking people what they thought about the election results last night.
It is what it is, man.
It is what it is?
It is what it is.
Okay.
It's a done deal.
Are you happy? Are you sad? Are you optimistic?
Optimistic.
Optimistic? Okay.
Optimistic. That's all I can say.
Okay. Who did you vote for?
You gotta ask.
Yeah, just asking.
You know who I voted for.
Okay. I'm assuming that's a Kamala.
Not Trump. How's that?
Okay. All right. Why Kamala?
Why Kamala? Because she has policies that I agree upon, and Mr. Trump doesn't.
Okay. Why do you think all right, one last question. Give me one more.
Go ahead.
Why do you think she lost?
I don't think women support it as much as they should have. That's what I think.
Okay.
Oh, this gentleman has another idea. Ask him what he thinks.
Why did she lose?
I don't feel like America agreed with the policies that she was upholding. The border, things like that.
Yeah.
So I didn't vote for neither one of their asses because I don't believe in neither one.
Okay.
Flat out.
But you would have liked to see her?
No.
Okay.
Or I would have voted for her.
I got you.
Right at this juncture, I choose in faith. I'm gonna let fate deal with the situation, and just pray that this dude that they put up in there do shit right. Okay. Have a good day, young man.
All right. Thank you. Have a good one. Excuse me, guys. We're just asking people what they thought about the election results last night.
I'm black in America. I wake up, I'm still gonna be black. I have my own battles. Politicians, I trust too much. It is what it is.
Who did you vote for and why?
I voted for Kamala. You know, I've been drinking the Democrat Kool-Aid, but I'm really an independent. But again, I knew today I was still gonna wake up a black man. So I got my own battles, my own things. We got to talk to teenagers in our communities. We have to pay it forward because, again, we have to tell people that it's not just about your president. It's about the people you have locally, the people you put in the Senate.
Why do you think she lost?
Oh, she lost because this country is built off racism and sexism. Men aren't ready to be told what to do by a woman just yet. Think about it. Think about the number of men who get a lot of money and divorce their women. So
you think if she wasn't a woman, she probably would have won?
Oh, of course. Just like Bernie Sanders should have won in 2016, but they were too busy pushing Hillary Clinton on us.
I got you. Do you feel like this election was very similar to the 2016 election?
Not very similar, because Kamala didn't sit back and let Trump talk talk stupid and just, didn't give anything. But I will say, in the same sense, she probably didn't execute her, showing us her plan or, the solutions we were looking for. But my thing is, I know what a president does, and I know what a president is responsible for, but we can't always think that that's the thing that solves everything.
With Trump in there right now, what do you think is going to happen in the next 4 years?
He may make the economy better. He may, but at the cost of something. I haven't yet to figure that out. I haven't listened to Trump that often. I don't believe him. I don't believe a reality TV star should be running the country. I don't believe somebody who's 80 years old and on their way to dying should be making decisions going forward. But this is what the country wanted. I mean, we elected Joe Biden because he's 80 years old and almost close to dying to do something. I felt like Kamala would have been the younger, fresh face, newer ideas, listen to the youth. But again, it's not just about the presidency. It's about everything else that we voted for. Your Senate, we gave them the House. Republicans have the House now. And it's crazy because I'm not even a Democrat or Republican. I'm an independent. And I want to represent green, but I know I have to listen to both sides because one of them are going to win. So some stuff on the red I agree with, some stuff on the blue I agree with, some stuff on both ends I don't agree with. But I felt like maybe just go Democrat because I've seen what Trump has done. But again, like I said, this is going to impact the country. But in the long run, I'm still a black man in America who has to make their own decisions, make my living, hopefully to become a part of the 1%. If not become a part of the 1%, to just be a better human being, better man. Talk to these teenagers that are going crazy in our neighborhoods. Do the mentoring stuff. So,
yeah. All right.
Yeah.
Well, hey, thank you for stopping.
Oh, it's my pleasure. Like I said,
yeah,
it's presidency. I get it, but right now, the country's going to feel away. Everybody has to get out. We have to stop going head and head at each other. Work towards a solution.
Come together.
It's going to be difficult. I know it's going to be difficult. I know, because this is, again, a lot of old ways. But, yeah.
Yeah. All right, man. Hey, thank you.
Y'all have a good one.
You too.
What? I'll come down and see you, buddy.
All right, brother.
I'm coming to see you right now.
Excuse me, sir. We're just asking people what they thought about the election results last night.
Camera.
Oh, okay. I'll do it. You'll do it?
He didn't speak my word for me.
What'd you think about the election results last night?
Well, I mean, I think that the Palestinian situation and sending over $68 billion under this administration actually did lose some votes, and it could be the small amounts per state, but it did lose some votes in each state. And if they would have, if she would have been able to separate herself from that and saying, I do not agree with my administration, I am the vice, and I am part of the executive branch, but I just disallow myself and remove myself from that situation, and I have nothing to do with being personally involved. She didn't say that. She has said a few times that she would prefer there was a ceasefire in Palestine, but I don't think that the people that were hardcore on the Palestine issue, but there's other things as well. I mean, there's people that don't understand that the southern border, it was Trump himself that X'd the deal that was going to have massive billions of dollars to go toward the southern border, and that when he did that, and then he was on stage saying they haven't done anything about the southern border. Well, they had a budget, but he's the one that put the kibosh to it. And there's other things, but as far as probably the actual counting of it. It was probably accurate when, I guess it's legal to lie about everything to get in, but I think the actual counting of it was probably accurate. I don't like that it was accurate. I wish, but I also wish that she could have separated herself from the Palestine issue and being married to somebody that is religiously a Jew, even if he's not religious, he identifies as a Jew. I think that was going to be hard for her to do as well, to remove herself from the situation. So to me, I didn't have a good time from January of 21, January 21 of 16. And obviously, the District of Columbia, we didn't have a good situation on that January 6th of 2021. Everybody else is a little further from the situation. We're here in the area. My good friend Ray Taylor, he lives within 3 blocks of the Capitol and found it very hard to get home and out of his home just daily between about January 3rd when they put up the hard fencing until about March. It's really tough on people that need prescription medication, people that need obviously food, the other things you need to be able to run your household. And he couldn't get there, but he happens to just live within about 3 blocks of the Capitol. So we don't want that kind of havoc and chaos to go on.
What do you think we can do to kind of come together now that Trump is in there? What do you think?
Well, I think that we have to make sure that each of his policies are the blunder that everybody knew they were going to be going in. Everybody that wasn't on the Trump QAnon MAGA bus. And I think that a lot of things are just going to prove themselves. He's going to put high tariffs, but he says that he's going to bring down costs. How are you going to put high tariffs on things? I'm going to guarantee you, the multi-billion-dollar conglomerates that own the businesses, they're not going to make less profit. So if you put high tariffs on the products coming in, what's going to happen to the price of the products? So each thing that was uttered out of his mouth will be proved once again to be a lie. He said the first time that he was going to build a wall on the Mexican border with only Mexican money, right? The Mexicans are going to pay for it. They're paying for it. The citizens of the United States of America, not 1 penny Mexico. So the things that they say, oh, but he got that fixed. Well, he did 37 friggin' miles of wall on the border. He really got his wall. He didn't really get his wall. Everything that comes out of his mouth is a bunch of bullocks. But he can't run next time unless the Supreme Court, unless he's fixed the Supreme Court to say that he can run a 3rd time, but we got something for him if he's going to run a 3rd time. Then Barack can run a 3rd time.
All right. Well, hey, thank you. We're going to end it here, y'all. This is Washington, D.C., day after the election. Thank you guys for tuning in. Thank you guys for the people who've been here for the whole entire journey of the Voters' Voice, going around to different states. Stay tuned. We're going to be doing some more stuff now that the election's over. We're still trying to figure it out, but we have some ideas of what we're going to be doing. But yeah, thank you guys, and signing off.